Alright guys, back as promised with another gameplay video for you today. Today we're going to look at Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, of course for the Playstation Vita. For those of you who don't know, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus is a port of a port. The original game was just called Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox. Came out around 2003, 2004, somewhere in there. Then was ported to the PlayStation 3 as Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Obviously upped the graphics and tightened the gameplay, tweaked it out a little bit, but it was a port. And this is a port of that, thus the plus. This is Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus on the PlayStation Vita. I played the original Ninja Gaiden on Xbox back in '04 or so, and really liked it. At the time it was one of those action games that was really bringing us into the whole 3D action genre, along with games like Devil May Cry, that were just new experiences for the time. And now, of course, they've been copied a million times over, and there are better ones out there nowadays, games like Bayonetta. However, so the original Ninja Gaiden was one of those games. However, the big question is, how well has it aged, really? I've played through it a little bit. I will say that actually Ninja Gaiden Sigma, again, I never played it on the PS3, but I really enjoyed it on here. It, of course, totally reminds me back of the Xbox game, which, yeah, I have not played that since I originally beat it almost a decade ago, which is just insane. But it has been that long, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. I'll show you guys from the beginning here. We're going to do it on normal mode. This hero mode is a new mode. Originally I thought it sounded like something that might be hard. You got to be a hero, but no. This mode, it gives you auto block, auto dodge. This is for noobs who just want to basically play through the game to see the story. Not that the game has such an amazing story that it's worth doing so, but yeah. My main quest, or my main game I'm playing through on hard, however, I do die a lot, so I figure instead of showing you me dying over and over and over again, I'm going to go ahead and just show you normal, in which I might die over and over again. I'm not quite sure here. I'm not really sure how long I will show here of the gameplay. We'll just see how far I get. But yeah, I just want to show you guys what the game looks like. This is a game that just came out at launch. It also just came out in Japan basically at the same exact time. So there was not a demo of it, so it's not one that we've seen much of on the Vita yet. However, again, of course, this is a game that has been out there for a while on PS3 and back in the day on Xbox. So you do start the game off, of course you play as Ryu Hayabusa, the ninja of Ninja Gaiden, and you start off in this kind of trainee outfit here. So if you've never played Ninja Gaiden before, obviously you are a ninja. It's an action game. The originals way back in the day were back on the original NES. Ninja Gaiden 2, 3, those were really good games. Very tough, known for their difficulty, as this game has kind of come to be known as. So, biggest complaint with the game here is definitely the camera, and I heard it was an issue on the PS3 as well. The camera does go a little bit insane sometimes. It kind of impedes your control. So we have Ayane from Dead or Alive fame here, throwing us these little notes here that help us learn how to play the game at the beginning.
Obstacle, jump towards it and run vertically up its side until you can grab its upper edge. Move to the left or right and climb up or drop down.
So we have, a ninja with somewhat silly voice acting, throwing kunais with notes attached to them, to then teach me how to be a ninja. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so this is kind of, obviously the beginning here, so it's a tutorial. You will see that the graphics are quite nice. No real complaints there. No real complaints at all, actually. This is another one of those games that it's just like, wow, can I really play this on a handheld now? That's amazing. So this on normal mode is much easier than hard mode. Hard mode is pretty difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore her notes because I know what they say. See, I'm picking up these elixirs. You can use the D-pad. You'll see in the bottom left corner I'm scrolling through items. And then you press down on the D-pad to use it, so you can quick use items, which is of course very nice, not to have to go through a menu every time you want to use items. can use L to block as well as to roll. In hard mode, you really got to focus on your blocking. Here in normal mode, at least at the beginning, you don't have to worry as much about it. You'll see a little bit as I'm playing through. You probably get it a little bit. The camera itself, it's still shaky. It's still, of course, based back on the 2004 Xbox game, so it's, you know, it's not amazing. I'm not going to say it's a horrible, horrible camera. It gets the job done. The game is playable. But it seems like it tries to be a mix between a cinematic camera and a kind of a free-roaming gameplay camera. And sometimes it swings wide, and sometimes it goes in for the cinematic shot. And that just makes it a little bit difficult sometimes, especially in small rooms like this. See how it quickly flips on you. You have to adjust your control style because of that. So you see though, the environments look good, the frame rate's nice. I heard some people saying it wasn't a solid 60. I honestly can't tell. It seems a little higher than 30, but again, I can't really tell. But it does not seem to dip much, if at all, at least through these first couple levels that I've played through. So pretty nice. So we'll head out here. For those, again, who are not really that familiar with the game, you'll see there are like slight puzzle elements. I almost don't even want to say puzzle. You know, find A, attach A to B, B will give you C, use C to open the door to the boss, which is exactly what this is, actually. Oh, that's another potion there. So yeah, again, camera in these tight corners, it's not enough to completely detract from the game, but it does get a little bit annoying, actually. You see, even from the beginning, I don't have all of the moves. There are more and more moves you get as you go on. But there are a lot of different things you can do, like head stomping enemies. Soon on in this first level, I'll get the move that allows me to kind of swoop in and decapitate enemies, which is really, really handy. So I'll be able to show you that in just a sec here. And that's actually what that is right there. So, you know, obviously as you get it, it tells you how to use it. So, you know, you get different weapons. You get the Dragon Sword, is what I've got now, Kintetsu, Dragon Claw, and Tiger Fang. So these are just a few of the different weapons, and it tells you how to do the move with each weapon. So moving on now into a room where I can kind of use it. Oh, that's the move right there. So on this kind of a guy here, it'll one-hit kill him like that. See, the head comes right off, which is pretty satisfying. Go ahead and use a potion here. And again, I just tap down on the D-pad to do that really quickly. My character doesn't need to stall or anything to use a potion, which is pretty nice. You can just remain in the action. Kind of a bloodbath room here. Kill all these fools. Alright, and then we'll move on here. So again, you can kind of see the only reason that was really hidden from view was mostly just because of the camera. So you really got to take an extra second just to kind of look around. So there's the fangs of the samurai. Obviously they are what I need to put into that kind of samurai statue there. Having trouble here. Alright, up we go. So this basically takes me right back to where I want to be. Alright, so let's head back to the samurai. And again, like I said, we'll stick the fangs in, which then allows us to take the key. And the key will open the boss door. So I will take you that far. Why don't we go to the boss? So again, combat combos, not really as complex as some of today's action games, obviously. But they still hold up pretty nicely, actually. I remember when this game did originally come out, it was pretty lauded for the time for being, you know, a step up even over games like Devil May Cry. The action was quite awesome. So it's nice to see that even almost a decade later, it still holds up pretty nicely, at least by my standards for Ninja gameplay. And again, as you play through the game further and further, you get new moves, new combos, new weapons. Yeah. I always loved that ability to just throw shurikens, an unlimited number of shurikens. It's just really, really nice. Adds to the gameplay, kind of trying to stun your enemies. Alright. Now we got another one here. And another bloodbath here in the room. Alright, I think that's all of them. Go back behind that little trapdoor there. This is a save point right here. Go ahead and save the game. It's very important to save your game here, because if you don't and you die, you start over at the very beginning again. So now if I die, I'll just start over from the save point here. In hard mode, that really adds to the difficulty, because you will die a lot in hard mode. And this is where I needed that key. So I solved the incredibly simple puzzle. And of course the door locks behind me. See, on hard mode, these guys can throw, well, I guess they're slightly harder enemies, but they can throw shurikens that are bombs, basically. So once they attach to you, they explode and do a shitload of damage. Man. Just getting trashed by these scrubs. There we go. And that'll take me into the boss.
I see you have made it this far.
Alright, so it's boss time. Alright, he's thrashing me. There we go. I seem to remember there being some really simple way to kill this guy. But again, that was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly what it was. So there you go, haha. All those innocent ninja lives that you've slain. Yeah, we're just friends.
He has entrusted me with his sword while he continues his training. He never seems satisfied with the power he wields.
Someday you will come to understand the pursuit of power. Perhaps beginning with your training here.
Yeah, well,
Sister Blade, the Dark Dragon.
if my training means killing hundreds and hundreds of innocent ninjas, count me in.
It remains in the village under the protection of my father's clan.
Or it did.
They will ensure that the sword remains untouched.
Or they would.
Its dark power sealed.
Maybe.
It is a shame that such a sword must go untouched, such power unused. Alas, I am not of the dragon lineage. The sword is not of my concern.
Sure it isn't. So the girl who's been throwing me kunais the entire time somehow has this 20-minute jog up to me here, so it's not like I've been throwing you notes the entire time or anything. So anyway, that's Ninja Gaiden. Go ahead and leave it off there. That is Chapter 1. You see I cleared it. It scores you there. 66 kills there. Obviously, by the end, we realized that those didn't mean a thing to anybody because it was all part of my training. Anyway, and a trophy there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay video. I know a lot of people were asking to see Ninja Gaiden, and there it is. I'll put more up on it if I get more people that want to watch it. Otherwise, in the meantime, I got a new blog coming up tomorrow, so take a look out for that. I'll have some new game reviews coming up for you, so be on the lookout, and more gameplay videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching.